Hi folks, Scott Lundteigen here, and today I got a treat for you. Well, anytime you talk to me is a treat, isn't it? Well, okay. In a previous lifetime I was a mortgage broker, and what I would do is arrange financing for people to consolidate their debts. I specialized in that for about 20 years. In the last 5 years of my career as a mortgage broker, I focused on arranging mortgages and helping people to eliminate their debts as well. So consolidate their debts, which would mean I'd put all their payments into one mortgage, hopefully at a lower interest rate. Then I would reduce their payments by hundreds or thousands of dollars a month. And then what I would do is I would put them on a course of action, a plan, a debt crusher plan, to pay out their debts and their mortgages blazingly fast. What I mean by blazingly fast is I could shave decades off of their debts and save them tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, all while reducing their payments by several hundred to several $100,000 a month. Hard to believe, isn't it? Well, for those of you who've seen my RAM method, which is the roll down accelerator method, where you take part of the savings and put it towards your debt, and you can pay off your debts very, very quickly. And you can do it without debt consolidation as well. You can do it without, so what I would show people is the roll down accelerator method without reducing their payments, but without increasing payments on debts as well. So without increasing your payments on your debts, you can, if you do it in the right order, the right way, you can save decades and tens of thousands of dollars in interest. So hopefully you've seen some of that material before. If not, I'm going to show you how you can get that information for free, learn how to do it, and start yourself on a course of action to paying off your debts mind-blowingly fast. And what I'm going to do here today is I'm going to show you what some of my past clients did. Some of the people that did go ahead and take my offer to go ahead and set them up and pay off their debts real fast. So I picked out at random 54 of my debt crusher mortgage plans for the clients that I had at this time. Okay, oops. And I'm going to get a highlighter here. 54 debt crusher mortgage plans. And what I did to protect the innocent is I have not given you their full names, but these are real clients. These are their real plans. And so what I did is I picked out 54 of the hundreds that I've got. And I just want to show you some interesting statistics about this particular group. Average payout time on all their debts, including their mortgage, is 10.1 years. Fastest payout time, 1.7 years. The slowest payout time is 17.8 years. The average amount of money saved, $92,000. And the lowest amount saved was $7,200. And the highest amount saved was $329,000. Fairly substantial. That number's changed recently because we had one fellow, I think we saved over $600,000. He was on his way to saving over $600,000 because he had a 40-year amortized mortgage. And boy, when you get one of them babies, you're paying forever. Maybe never finish paying it off. All right. So I'll give you some examples here. We have Cindy and Michael. Now I'm going to go through fairly quickly because I haven't got a lot of time here. 8.8 years, saving $120,000 in interest. 7.2 years for Christina. She's going to have all her debts, including her mortgages, paid off. $49,000. She was an original course of action for 31 years. Don't mistake this as additional savings. What this means here is that in 7.2 years on Christina's original course of action, she was going to be having an additional $112,000 in principal and interest payments on all her debts. While now that all her debts are paid off in 7.2 years, she's not going to have that $112,000 saved. She's only saving $48,000, as you can see here. All right, we got 6.2 years here for Dean and Carol. They're only saving $20,000. I don't know if that's worthwhile taking a look at. 15.2 years they were originally on. 6.1 years for Dolores and Ernesto, $92,000. I remember they had severe problems happening with their situation as well. They were on a course to pay off 35 years. Let's see if I can find some other interesting ones. Well, of course, at any point in time, you guys can just stop this and take a gander at some of these plans. I just want to see if I can pick out some interesting ones. Now, here's one. 14.8 years, only saving, only paying off their debts in 14.8 years. I'd like to have it faster. I'm sure they would. But the way that their financing worked, this is all we could do for them. I mean, with lowering their payments as well, they were still going to pay off their debts in 14.8 years, but they were only saving $9,800. But look at this. They were on a course to pay them off in 28 years, so we're almost paying it off in almost half the time. Well, I don't know if that's interesting to you or not. I don't know if you'd want that for yourself. Might not be worth the time to take a look at one of these. 12.8 years, saving only $14,000. But they were originally on 35 years. Let's see if we can find some other interesting ones. Oh, this one was great. Jeremy and Shannon, young couple, engaged to be married, bought a house 2 years before. We're going to save some money, going to put the sweat equity, and they borrowed the money on their credit cards and so on to finish off the house in order to save themselves some bucks. Well, their payments were rather huge. Then she lost her job. They had a perfect credit rating before she lost her job. And before I came along, they were contemplating selling their house in order to get rid of their debts. What a sad story. They see me, and I remember the numbers that we had that we saved for them, because the other ones I don't have the numbers of how much we saved them on a monthly basis here, but I do have it for Jeremy and Shannon. We reduced their payments, or I reduced their payments by $1,600 a month, and I just picked a number and I said, well, why don't we take $800 of that $1,600 savings and put it back towards your debts? And now they're going to pay off all their debts, including the mortgage, bearing in mind when you're looking at these plans, all of these figures you say here include paying off the mortgage. So they're going to be debt-free in 7.9 years, saved $35,000 when they were on an original course of 35 years. Got rid of when she was getting sued on a couple loans that she had with a bank she'd been with since she was a kid, because she missed the payments. They couldn't afford to make the payments. They had to figure out some payments to drop somewhere because they just didn't have the money. And that's why they were thinking of selling their house. Well, now those debts are all paid off and gone, and now all they got is they had a couple mortgages and they have an extra $800 a month in their pocket. Were those people happy? You bet they were. Okay. Plan here, James paying off all his stuff in 8.1 years. We're only saving him $7,200. He was on a course for 35 years. I don't know if that's interesting to you or not. Take a look at these. I haven't got time to go through them all. But I will tell you, if you want to know, because, like I said, I used to be a mortgage broker, and I'm going to accomplish a couple things here. First of all, I am going to teach you how to do all of this stuff yourself. I'm going to teach you where to find the mortgages. I'm going to tell you how to qualify for them. I'm going to tell you how to apply for them. I'm going to tell you how to apply the savings that you got towards paying off your debts. I'm going to show you how to automate it. I'm going to cover that all in a free teleseminar for you guys. Just for you guys. Just because you're paying attention listening to this stuff right now. So all you have to do is give me your name, email address, and hit submit, and you're in. I'll let you know. As a matter of fact, what will happen is I'll take you over to a website and I will teach you the RAM method. There's about an hour and a half seminar there on the web that you can watch and learn how to do this stuff. Here's a guy, took me up on my offer, 1.7 years. He's paying off his debts. We're saving him $40,000. Oh, that's not a guy. Well, there's a guy, Cherie and Dale. They were on a course of action 16.5 years. All right. So I'm going to show you how to do all this stuff. Do it yourself. Another thing I'm going to accomplish is not only teach you all this stuff, but I'm going to just tick off the lending industry in general, because they don't want you to find out what. You think the lending industry wants to let people know that they can pay off all their debts, including their mortgage, in 4.8 years and save $50,000? Do you think they want that information going out? Heck, they had them on a plan for 35 years. I'm going to show you how to get out of that. All right? Go ahead, take a look at these. Well, if you're interested. Oh, look here. Amin and Tsekarkanu. I think I butchered that. 5.8 years, paying off all their debts and saving $329,000. I don't know if you'd be interested in something like that. Would you be interested in any one of these numbers? Okay? Well, if you are, then put your name and email address. Hit submit, for crying out loud. Let's get to it. Get some learning happening here. Make your life exciting.